They just don't think there's such a thing as a male nurse. I had a woman tell me to get out of the room because I was impersonating a nurse and she'd have me arrested.
What about you, Greg? What line of work are you in?
I'm a nurse.
Not many men in your profession, though, are there, Greg?
No, Jack. Not traditionally.
So Dan, nurse not a doctor, huh? Kind of girly, isn't it?
She's covering because she's embarrassed that she likes a nurse, and I really can't figure out why.
Well, that's because you're doing a woman's job, son. Have a good one.
When a man becomes a nurse, in gender terms, he has still descended the gender ladder.
If you go back to us being kids, most boys, what are we playing? We're playing war, we're playing trucks, we're playing basketball, sports. Team-oriented activities, yes, but nothing where you're caring for a person.
I feel like nurses are, in the past, have been more feminine, and a male in that role is kind of, we're not accustomed to it as much. I feel like the job of a nurse isn't necessarily something that has to be confined to a woman.
I guess traditionally it has been females, but I don't think it's something to look down on a male for just because he's a nurse and not a doctor. And I don't think that I would find him unqualified based on his gender. For some things it makes sense to have someone of your same gender checking you. I guess like if it involves like a wellness check or things like that, I would be more comfortable with a female nurse, because just for it to make sense. But if it's just something simple like drawing blood or things like that, if it's a male, then I would be fine.
There's a lot of people who feel that a nurse is a job for a girl, and it's not. I honestly feel that we live in the 21st century and anyone can be a nurse, so I feel that it's okay for a guy to have an occupation as a nurse. Usually people think that males should usually be the doctors and like a nurse should be a woman. Females are very attentive and like they're very caring for their patients. So, you know, they're the caregivers, like the ones that are like at the hospital making sure that patients are good, that they, you know, that they're, you know, treated well.
Caring is traditionally considered a feminine trait, and I believe it is because men have a feminine side. And I think through being a nurse, a lot of us men have surprised ourselves that we really care, that this patient getting better becomes as important to us as getting the paycheck. In fact, about 100 million times more important.
Honestly, like, I don't really mind it. I mean, like, I feel it's pretty cool, you know, like having a cool, like, a male nurse.